So I have an engagement that I gotta go to later tonight. Look at where our G-Wagons already. So guess where we're going? We're going right back to Tesla in Americana, Manhasset. And I wanted to ask them a couple of questions about what's required for a non-Tesla vehicle to charge on their charging systems. I don't know if they themselves actually sell the adapter, but I'm going to get the adapter anyway. I'm going to get it for free because I already have the J1772 to Tesla adapter. So now I got to get the Tesla adapter to CCS. And I'm going to get it free. Electron sells one called the Vortex, which you can usually get. I think right now they're like a little expensive. They're like $200 or something. But I'm just so thinking about, like, you know, if I was at the head of Tesla right now, and, you know, we'd be focused on building as many of these damn superchargers as possible. And the biggest thing that I'd be focusing on is getting all of these public electric vehicles that are not Teslas. I'd be trying to get them in on it because it's a gold mine. That's why right now Tesla stock is like, what, 212? I think. I'm holding. It's like I wouldn't even think of selling. Like, there's a lot of people who are selling, and that's why Elon Musk, when they start rising up and you never even expected it, he always be making fun of you. He got the red shorts. He calls them short shorts and everything. You don't short Tesla, because what y'all don't understand is it's not just a car company. This is an energy storage company that makes cars. You know, it's like you gotta be thinking about this 10 years down the road, but most of y'all don't think like that. See, if y'all had listened to me when I told y'all back in 2012, after I did that video on the P85, y'all could have made some serious money by buying Tesla stock, but you know what? A lot of people just didn't believe in it, and now every other fucking car is a goddamn Tesla, just like that one. Look at these guys. Freaking Mercedes up there racing and shit. Got a big old dent in his car. So, yeah, so we're going to hit up Tesla real quick and see, because I heard that they had a Cybertruck. Oh, I can see it already. Yep, they got the Cybertruck. I can see they got the Cybertruck. So, yeah, I just got a couple of questions I want to ask about charging, and then I want to see the Cybertruck. So I'm hearing that those Cybertrucks, it doesn't matter what mileage they promise. I hear they just don't deliver it. Because, you know, the thing is big and heavy and the technology is kind of old. Because that thing debuted like years ago, but like 2019. Yeah, so people over there looking at it. I want to see the Cybertruck. So, yeah, this is Americana, Manhasset. They got, supposedly, besides Cipollini, they got like a sushi bar in there, but it's like really expensive. I think it's on the opposite side. Because what's weird about this place is all you see is the big names like Coach and Gucci and Versace and all that. Got a Nissan Ariya right here. You see all the big names, but what you really don't easily see is the smaller businesses like the restaurants. So, yeah, so I just want to look at this Escalade. I want to see some of these fancy cars. See how much fancy stuff's in this yard or this lot. I gotta say, this XT5, that is a really good car. Like, you know, once they upgrade, because see, what Cadillac's doing right now is they're upgrading the current cars to have this infotainment center. So the newest CT5 will get this into this infotainment center. They've already upgraded the XT4, which is, you know, a small crossover. But once they upgrade the XT5 and they upgrade the XT6, you know, because the thing about it is the XT6, I think a lot of people don't like it because they call it a mommy wagon. But once that car gets like the new technology, they'll be really good. It's like I'm just gonna let Karen here go because, you know, I don't want to risk Karen running into me, because these old ass women, they will run into you. Look at all these Teslas. You can count the Teslas. I don't have the mental acuity right now to count the Teslas because I'm busy looking for cool stuff. But what is it? The XT6 and the XT5 are really good cars. They're really, really, really good cars. The only thing the XT6 is missing is the massage seats. But for the most part, a lot of people would overlook that. That's not something you absolutely need all the time. I like having it, but the heated and cooled massage seats, once the XT6 and XT5 get that, oh, they're going to be Gucci. Because, see, the XT5, you can get it with the heated ventilated seats. It's just that neither one of those two offers the massage yet. You got to have the massage. Gotta have the massage. What's this guy doing? Yeah, I got... yeah. I wish they had a Hell's Kitchen right here. This Cipollini, I might do a video one day and go in there and go on a date or something. I might do a video there, but I really, really wish we had a Hell's Kitchen. Look at these guys. They're looking at the Cybertruck. You put the Cybertruck in there. I was looking at the Cybertruck. I want to see the Cybertruck. Yeah, see, these are those Tesla chargers. I can't use those. Let's see if I can get a park. That's a nice coat. Look at her coat. Yeah, I know she's spending top dollar on clothes. Got those OnlyFans photos and all that foot photo money coming in. I got to figure out a way to start an OnlyFans and put foot photos out, so this way I can buy a Rolls Royce. You know, there's nothing gay about it if you're just using it for money. You know. In fact, shit, if I could do a really good job, maybe I could get a Bugatti. There's a park right there, but I don't like being next to these SUVs. You know, you got some of these people park over. I think I could put it. No, you know what? What I should. I don't know. Oh wait, this is a great park right here. This is nice. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, this is good. I'm not gonna be here long. She's sweet. That's a license plate. So she's sweet. Alright, yeah, I gotta be careful. I don't want none of these people getting near my... Oh, look at that red Tesla right there. I don't want none of these people near my baby. Okay, that should be enough. Just in case I need to see ahead. Oh yeah, look at that. You can see the camera. It's perfect. Oh look, oh, this person's coming out. Why is it, here's the thing, when women get these cars, I've noticed that women put these diamond crusted rhinestone things, these steering wheel covers. Like they all have, like every woman I'm seeing lately has diamond encrusted rhinestone covers on their steering wheel. So if you're trying to make some money and you're like one of those people who sells stuff out in the street, that might actually be a good hustle for you. If you sell women, you just walk around. Yeah, hi, ma'am. How are you? Yeah, I noticed you had a really nice car, and I'm not bothering you nothing. You know, I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just saying I'm selling these diamond-crusted rhinestone covers for your wheels so I can make you look like a boss babe. See, that's my problem. See, I'm a salesman at heart. Like, I love selling shit. I really do. I really, really do. I could probably sell water to a fish. All right, let's get out of here. This guy's got this Jeep. Yeah, we're not gonna be here long. Yeah, I could sell somebody anything. Supply and demand. Got the rhinestones. Got bird shit all over his fucking car. It's like, you know, not only would I sell you a rhinestone encrusted steering wheel cover, I also sell you bird shit cleaner. not allowed to see inside, huh? Yeah, it's all locked up. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, this thing takes up so much space because normally when they have a car here, you can walk behind it. Not here. Yeah, I'll tell you, after this winter, they're gonna be like drowning in customer service calls talking about the range that people are getting. I'll tell you honestly, I think a lot of these electric car manufacturers, I think a lot of them are going to get like lawsuits about range because Tesla just settled a class action lawsuit about range. And I think a lot of the other ones they're gonna end up getting hit with class action lawsuits like crazy because a lot of my car died and it turned into a brick. And you told me I had 400 miles, but I didn't. Yeah, look. So you can't even. It looks big. Can't get in there though. It looks big, but I can't get in there. I'd like to get in there. It's going to be a while before you get these to actually sell. Besides the reservation, it's going to be a while before you actually get them to just sell like the other ones. Huh?
Yeah, no, it's going to take a little while. I mean, there's a lot of orders. The deliveries have started, but the production needs to ramp up.
Yeah, production, yeah. All right. All right, thanks a lot for the help.
You brought it for meat packing,
huh? What'd you say?
You brought this one for meat packing?
Don't they still have theirs?
This is it.
This is that one. So you only got one and you just showed. Now here's a question. The Westbury location that's opening up on 26, are they going to take it from here and then bring it over there? No.
It's us.
It's just you. Oh, okay.
It's the best location, man. You come back to us.
Yeah. No, this is
I like your car too. I seen you pull up, man.
Which one?
The one you had.
I have a couple. Which one? The Lyriq?
Just now, yeah.
The Cadillac? Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it fully loaded. It's really nice. I had like every feature. It drives itself and all that. It doesn't have full self-driving or nothing. The autopilot, I like the autopilot more, but yeah, I mean, I've been having a good time with it. I charge at home. Yeah, because it's like I've been going to these EVgo chargers. These things are terrible. And meanwhile, like the Tesla superchargers, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
It's like there's 8 chargers and there's like nobody. Yeah, that's why I was asking about the adapter. Yeah, because I would get one of these, but you can't get them. You just can't get them right now. It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a long time. My car was actually more expensive than the base version of this, but I'd go for the Cyber Beast. Yeah, that's nice.
This one's crazy. You see the video? It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's freaking interesting. I like that. All right, guys, y'all take care. Oh boy. Yeah, these things are charging all this stuff. I gotta wash my car. Oh, there she is again. She is again. Nice coat. How you doing? Yeah, I'll put it in order, and I'll get the charger adapter for this for the Tesla Max. So I'll just put it in order and I'll get it. It shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, she got the fur slippers, the fur boots too. All right, let me get out of here. Got this big old F350 or whatever this is. Yeah. Yo. Nothing too interesting here right now. I guess it's better to come here on Friday. I guess on Saturday a lot of these people are doing stuff. Yeah, these XT5s are really good cars. But I gotta say, Cadillac is really doing a great job. Really doing a really good job making their cars, man. Making cool stuff. All right. Let's get up in here before I freeze. I hope Lucid does well too. It's like Lucid, Rivian, and Tesla and Fisker. I want to see all of them do well. You know, because when you own shares in the company, you got to root for them. Jesus. It's cold. And I said this, Tesla should also, like, there's a lot of stuff they should be selling. They should be selling the adapters. They're saying that in order to charge a non-Tesla, you have to download the Tesla app. And you have to have your adapter. That's not too big of a problem. But, yeah, I like this overhead. This car, see, all of these cars are covered with cameras, and they're pretty damn cool, man. Like, this thing is pretty smart. And if you're backing up too quick and you get too close to something, it'll, for the most part, it'll do an auto brake. It'll stop you, make it so you don't hit nothing. Yeah, I see this lady just went shopping. Burberry. G-Wagon, of course. And of course there's a Range Rover. That one doesn't have those two lines on the side, so that must not be the newest one. I wonder if Apple got the Apple Vision Pro yet. But I'm pretty sure even if they do have it, they're probably not giving tests on those things because it's kind of hard to fit people's faces to those. I heard that there's a fitment process you got to go to first. As soon as I get home, I'm going to have some nice tea. Nice orange Mandarin tea. Oh, see, there's the new Range Rover, the newer one. I spec'd one of those cars out. I'm not a Range Rover fan, but I spec'd one of those cars out. They want like 100, basically it was like 150 as I spec'd it. I think you can get it as cheap as like 110, but they really wanted like 150. I was like, no. No. Jaguar is coming back with basically all electric vehicles. Because like right now, if you go to the Range Rover dealers, they don't have any Jaguars. Like it's Jaguar and Range Rover are together. But if you go to any of those dealers, they don't actually have any to show you. Uh-oh. This guy's trying to move on. There was that Lucid dealer over there, but I don't think they have the Gravity yet. It's going to be a while before I get a chance to see one of those. Yeah, all these little women in these GLSs driving around these big trucks. careful. Some of these intersections are straight up dangerous. That's what they are. This is a really nice strip mall. It kind of would be better if the whole thing was enclosed, so this way, you know, you wouldn't be freezing as you walk from one store to another. But I guess you're not walking, you're gonna drive from one store to another. Yeah, I don't think they have it. Yeah, I don't think they have it. Oh, no big deal. So they have just one Cybertruck, and they're passing them around from store to store, or from gallery to gallery, I should say. Interesting. All right, I think I'm done. There's nothing else I really want to see over here. Oh, what's this? What's this guy got? Does he have a Hellcat? Can't tell. It looks like a 392. Lucid. I need Lucid and Fisker to take off and make me money. That's what I need. I don't mind risking some cash on their stock while it's low. I need them to take off and make me some money. Oh, that's a coffee shop. Yeah, that. They charge like $30 for a coffee and like 2 bagels or something. Prices over here. They keep the prices over here high because, you know, the rent is so high. Oh, that lady got, what is it, Toyota Camry? The lady with the green pants. Yeah, I'm done. All right, I see what I need to see. Getting out of here. Ooh, oof. Yeah, it's a nice little strip mall if you can afford to be over here. If you can afford this shit, it's like most of this is like women's clothes. It's like these women are spending all this money on bags and shit. I'm like, nah. I mean, yeah, granted, if your foot photos are paying you so much that you can buy Tory Burch, I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, who am I to argue? You got those foot photos rolling. Okay. I gotta say, one of the problems that I've noticed with these electric cars is when you're in them, it gives you an excuse to just want to drive any and everywhere. Like places I normally wouldn't drive because like I'd be like, yeah, that's a waste of fuel, I'm not gonna go over there. Now when you got an electric car, it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go driving, you know? I had read a report, I think it was the National Highway Transportation Safety Bureau, and they put out a report a long time ago. And it was saying that electric vehicles actually increase the amount of mileage that people drive because, you know, I guess maybe it is psychological. You're like, oh, well, I'm saving so much money driving, so I might as well drive more, you know? Because, I mean, I've had this car less than a month and I'm already 1,020 miles. And a lot of that mileage is joyriding because I'm just having so much damn fun. It's a great car. It's nice to have, like, a car that makes you want to just drive it, even if it's aimlessly. It's the golf. This must be a golf club or something. Yeah, there's that XT6. That's what you want to get. If you're a limo, Uber driver, or Uber Black, that's what you want to get. I'm convinced that these, who's this, Mozzie? Phillip? It's election season. S-Class. It's election season. Somebody trying to get that bag. It's election season. All of a sudden, Joe Biden canceling student loans again. It's election season. That Grand Cherokee SRT8 looks good in white. It's a good looking car. Right behind him. Yeah, it's a good looking truck. Yeah, I could have easily traded my Jeep SRT in and I wouldn't have had to even put a dime down on this car. But I was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Right lane to take exit 31
I was like, I am not doing that. I'm keeping my Jeep. Yeah, I couldn't. There was no way in hell I was going to sell that truck. I paid off that truck like a year ago. I loved it too much. I was like, I ain't giving that truck up. The truck is too damn cool. That's a cool truck. You know, that was basically right there. That was the end of Dodge. The moment that Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, the moment they started taking SRT off these cars, that was it. It was over. It was basically over at that point right there. It was like, so now you're trying to sell me some shit that's less interesting? It's like a fucking, it's like, yeah, they just basically gave up. I don't know what they were thinking. It was like, nah, you can't undersell me. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Whatever. Man, look at this traffic. Jesus. It's a hell of a lot of traffic. Get behind you. You seem to know what you're doing.
In half a mile, use the second from the right lane to take exit 31NS for Kennedy Airport.
Second from the right. Half a mile, yeah, okay, I know where I am. Yeah.
Use the second from the right lane to take exit 31NS, then keep left at the fork to continue on exit 31 South.
Oh boy.
keep left at the fork to continue on exit 31 south.
Hey Google, making hot wing chicken. So let's turn that off. So far, so good. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna get the Lyriq its first car wash. Now, I waited until freaking 11:52. I should have came earlier. I just didn't feel like leaving the house. It was so nice and warm inside. I just didn't feel like leaving. So there's 2 car washes in the area that I typically will go to, and they do a pretty good job. But normally I hand wash my cars because I have, you know, garden hose at both houses, and I've got like a bucket. And I usually use Armor All, what is it called? The Armor All soap. I use Armor All wheel and tire in the orange bottle. So, you know, I'm not above just doing this shit myself. It's just that right now it's fucking 27 degrees outside. So these guys are experts, so I'll let them take care of it. Yeah. So, this may take a little time, but we'll get there. Gotta wash all this salt. Somebody, you know, saw all the salt on my windshield and everything, and they were asking questions. They're, when are you going to clean it off? And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll do it, but it's freezing outside. I don't feel like going out there. It's like, I'll let these guys handle it. These guys are the experts. And they do a good job. I'll give you a nice fat tip. Yeah, this lady behind me with the navigator. Yeah, supposedly the weather is supposed to be good this week. Like, as you can see, it's like 25 degrees. But according to this, it's like, yeah, well, 26 feels like 15, yeah, because of the wind. But I don't think it's supposed to snow this week. I don't also think it's supposed to rain. But what I gotta say, Armor All, when you use Armor All, when you use Armor All wheel and tire, and you use Armor All car soap, man, that stuff is fantastic. It's almost like it has a waxy substance that acts like car wax, so it cleans and it protects from like the dirt and stuff. Like I typically use that on my Jeep, or I use Turtle Wax, the car soap bottle that you get from Walmart. And you get like, I think it's close to a gallon if I'm not mistaken, but the stuff works real well. I love it. I absolutely love it. And again, this car has a white interior. Now, they call this Sky Cool Gray. That's what they call it. But in my opinion, it's basically white. Like, when you look at these sections and everything, all this stuff looks white. So what I gotta do is I was gonna watch a couple of videos on YouTube and find out what people typically use to clean white interiors in their Teslas. And I was gonna use that. So if anybody has any recommendations, I'm open ears to them, because this interior, there's certain parts your body makes contact with, so you're gonna get like oil residue, you're gonna get like little stains, and I want to have like a spray bottle and a microfiber cloth where I can just easily go over that myself. But once again, if I hadn't leased this car, I probably wouldn't have bought white. And I'm going to see how well the white holds up over the 3 years that I have the car. And, if it holds up really well, then the only thing that might have to be replaced is the driver's seat butt pad. Because everything else, for the most part, won't get worn that much, because I don't usually have many people in here, and I damn sure don't entertain people in my car trying to eat and drink and shit. I learned that lesson a long time ago, when I was babysitting some kids, and my little cousins, they wanted freaking McDonald's, right? And they got they got the Happy Meal or whatever that shit was, and then it had like a red soda, and that shit spilled. Of course it spilled. It spilled in the back seat of my older car, but fortunately that car had a black interior and it had a black carpet. So I've learned, like, if you take these kids and you get them like anything, or like, first of all, you shouldn't be eating in the car. Take them into that Happy Meal place and they could play in the ball pit or whatever. My thinking is anything short of like Sprite, you're not getting in here. It's not happening. No orange soda, no red soda, no anything with color, no grape soda. Just that simple. You know, you can use prevention to solve most problems. You know, prevention works. Oh, but I don't want Sprite. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but that's all they had. But they also have water. So which one would you like, Sprite or water? Well, I guess I'll take water. Be like, yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, I'll have a small water, please. Yeah, it's like, nah, man, I ain't playing that game. I ain't playing that game. I keep, as you've probably noticed, I keep my stuff in excellent condition. My stuff stays in excellent condition. But you can't do that if you make compromises. No red sodas, no grape sodas, no strawberry, no nothing. A Honda Pilot. The new Honda Pilot, I gotta give it to Honda, man. Honda and Toyota are starting to make like the best cars that I've ever seen them make. Because I have to say, I knock on Honda and Toyota all the time, but that Toyota Prius, I have to say, that is a really nice car. If I was like a little guy and I needed a back and forth to work, that Toyota Prius would be what I'd buy. The Nissan Ariya electric vehicle, I like that. I drove it. I actually like that. It's like the first Nissan that I actually went to a dealership to say, yeah, I want to test drive this, besides the GTR. But I actually like that, the Ariya. I actually like that. I think they need a 300-mile battery, because as many people are finding out now, if they tell you that the range on this thing is 280, it's not even 300, chances are you're not even going to see 280, you're going to see 200. You know, if you're lucky, you'll see 200. That guy's a good guy. He just left a nice tip. So, yeah, some of these cars, I mean, the new Honda Pilots are nice. The new Toyota Prius is nice. The new Honda Accord, I gotta say that, like they got the old ass Nissan Altima right there. These new Honda Accords, those things look something to me like Volkswagens. I mean, they've really made those things look good. Now, I would never buy one. I'm just saying, they look nice. You know, I think it's fair to give credit where credit's due. You know, it's just like with Hyundai. It's like normally, you know, I would have never bought a Hyundai. And then Hyundai got so good that I ended up leasing two of them. I leased an Azera and I leased a Genesis. I was actually amazed. Very amazed by them. You know, they don't make that ugly-ass Prius no more. Now the Prius looks like a damn Tesla Model 3 to some degree. In fact, I'll say it like this. I think most people would agree with me. The new Prius and the new Prius Prime look better than the Tesla Model 3. Because some people don't like the way the Tesla Model 3 work. I for one, I like it, but some people don't like it. Like those things are ugly. Those Versas and stuff, those Nissan Kicks, those things are ugly to me. You know, it's like, listen, everybody's got to buy what they can afford, whatever. But you know, even the new Subarus, I gotta say, the new Subaru and the new Subaru Solterra, which is basically nothing but a rebadged Toyota BZ4X. I mean, you know, it looks okay. It looks, you know. Even that Lexus electric vehicle, you know, it's okay. They're okay. Hey, so here we are. The very first wash. The very first wash right here. I told them I want that armor off of these tires. And I told them, you know, wash that exterior. So hopefully, I'm looking at those door hooks right there. I don't think that will be a problem, but I don't want those rubber band things. Yeah, you see how those rubber bands pull on the door hooks? Yeah, that's something they should have thought of. Oh, but you know what? I have the keys. I think I might be able to lock that as soon as it passes that point. Because the car is still, amazingly, the car actually allowed him to pull up to the thing. Let me see if I can lock that after those rubber bands pass. Yeah, I didn't think of that before. That's something new. Yeah, I don't want those things bothering the door handles. All right. Okay, good. I just pushed the lock button, and it locked the door handles. So I don't think anything can get in there. You know, and I don't know if this car has a wash mode for that specific reason. So yeah, but you know, when I hand wash this car, I won't have to worry about stuff like that. So it's like whatever. Yeah. It's funny with all this new technology and all this fancy smancy stuff. It's like you got to always think about all the things that you never would have thought of before. It's funny, like people keep telling me, they're like, "Oh yeah, well you shouldn't charge the battery to 100%." Listen, they promised me 300 miles of range. I'm gonna get 300 miles of range. So when the car goes back off lease, did this fucking guy? Oh, okay, yeah. When it goes back off lease, I'll let them figure it out then. You know. Yeah. Oh, I left my hat. I left my hat in there. Okay, so the door is unlocked now. Okay, I just had to unlock it for him. So, yeah, he's got it now. Yeah, all right. Okay. Oh, in fact, I gotta ask them what about that polished stuff for the white seats. Now, somebody did mention ceramic coating, but I think you have to have that professionally done. Yeah. I'm actually amazed that they're able to drive this car because I have the keys in my pocket. Like, I can't figure out how they're even able to move that car. But it looks like they are. Somehow they're able to move the car. I don't know how they're doing it. It's freaking cold out here. Yeah, I was talking to the manager. He was saying somebody came through here with a Lexus this morning, and it got a hold of his front wipers, and it broke them. And he got loud. He got angry because he didn't realize it, and that's why, you know, at the last second I thought of it. I was like, yeah, I want to make sure that shit don't happen. Okay. Right. We skating 22s. Oh shit, this guy moved my seat forward. All right, yeah, just you have to push and hold Cadillac's memory seats, but when you have like a SRT product or something, you don't have to push and hold it. You just push the button and it automatically recalls. All right, let me just put my stuff away. All right, we're good. Okay, let me get up out of here. Okay, we are spicy. We are nice and clean and spicy. We are spicy. We are flying. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, she's so nice. Yeah. Whoa, where the fuck are you going? Yeah, no. You are getting on that line. There's a line. Look, you back there. There's a line of people. Yeah, you're not getting up here. What are you doing, lady? This lady trying to skip the line. You ain't skipping no line. You gonna be waiting. There's like 10 people back there. They about to get you. It's like, I don't know what that lady's doing. These people, you know, you gotta look. You never know when there's a line. Can't cut the line. That's un-American. Look at that line. They keep it going pretty fast, so it's not that bad, but it's like, I don't know, that lady's out of her mind up there trying to cut the line. Yep, I haven't been to the gas station in so long. It says gas right now, member price $2.87 a gallon. I haven't been there in so long in that gas line. I haven't been there in so long. I got no intention of going there anytime soon. Tesla Model Y getting its new tires replaced. That's the thing, like, you know, they're worried about how many jobs EVs are going to take, but if you're into tires and wheels, you ain't got much to worry about, because these things have so much torque and they're so heavy until these things shred tires. So if you know tires and wheels, you're good, you know. Shit, I wish I could invest in a tire wheel shop. That's serious money in time. Oh yeah, nice and clean. Look at these clean windshields. Oh yeah, it's so nice and clean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, it's nice and clean. Beautiful and clean and pretty. Boy. This guy, what's he doing? He's got a dog up in there. These people got their dogs walking all over their fucking upholstery and shit. I'm like, what is that, man? If that was me, that dog would be all the way in the back and on a rubber liner. It's like, yeah, these people let their dogs walk around like they goddamn people. I'm like, what's going on here? Kissing them all up in the mouth. You got a jackal kissing you in the mouth. It's like, listen, I love certain animals, but it's like you're not a human. It's like you don't get to just roll around here like a person. It's like, that's not how this works. This place is built for people. It's like, this car is built for people, not for animals. It's like, what are you doing? And I got white interior too? Shit. Yeah, so I'm going to just take a very, very quick look by the Electrify America charging station that's nearby, because I just like to take a glance and find out, you know, how things are going. Now, the weather here is not extreme. This is 30 degrees right now. The temperature is only about 30 degrees, so that's not too bad. It's actually, what is it? It's afternoon, so it's warm. The sun's out and everything. So weather's not too bad. It's not bad at all, you know, considering this is, you know, winter. So just take a quick look at Electrify America, see how things are going. Just drive by real slow. I'm probably going to end up charging the car tonight for full charge for the week, because I have a pretty easy work week this week. So I'll probably end up just charging the car anyway. I think within 3 days I should get my first electric bill, and I'll definitely make a video to talk about how my electricity usage has changed as a person who actually has a home charger. Because, see, the thing about it is, it's one thing to have issues with the public chargers. It's a whole nother thing to now look and see what home charging looks like as far as electricity use. But ultimately, I still believe it's like, yeah, if you have solar panels and you've got like Tesla Powerwall batteries, or you've got battery backups or stuff in your house, I think that coupled with an electric car would make you untouchable. I mean, depending upon where you lived, especially if you get tremendous amounts of sunlight all day long, all week long, like if you live in like Arizona or one of those desert states, you might be able to, you know, you'd have to finance your own infrastructure in your house, but you might be able to get away with not having to pay for electricity at all. Because I actually know a couple of people who have large solar panel arrays, and they're basically telling me their electricity bill is negative. You know, in some states, it's not legal to sell electricity back to the grid, but in some states it is, you know. So the federal government is going to have to decide how they want to deal with it in order to make people actually want to go solar, you know. So it's going to take a little bit of legislation, and they really got to think about it, because the thing about it is, this government likes to jump into shit like haphazardly, and they do a terrible job. You know, it's like they got to think about this stuff a little bit more. So I would say, you know, if you had some decent, you know, think tanks, and they were able to really game this out, I really think that they could do something here. Because if it was me, every single person who has a house and who's buying a electric car, if I was the government, I'd be coming after them and be like, hey guys, yo, you want some solar panels? We got solar panels. We could make it so you damn near don't have to pay for your electric car except the bill, and that's it. And you'd be getting free electricity at home. It's like they're not even trying. I know that they got these people going door to door, but these people suck as salesmen. These people ain't shit. I've never seen such shitty salesmen. Yeah, I'm very disappointed with them. Oh yeah, I can already see it. They got lots of people over there. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we got a Hyundai Ioniq 5 right here, but he doesn't look like he's trying to charge. Looks like a bunch of Kias, actually. I don't know if they have a deal with Electrify America. Oh, Mercedes EQS or EQE. Oh, yeah, maybe you should slow the fuck down. Yeah, this guy's up there speeding around the damn parking lot. I'm driving at like 4 miles an hour. This guy's up there doing like 10, 15 and shit. Hey, is that new Porsche Taycan Sport or something? Okay. So you got the Solterra Subaru, the EQE 350, the Kia Niro, the Ioniq 5, and then you got a bunch of people trying to, and this guy's got the Porsche. The Porsche, that's the Sport. I might have to say something. May have to say hi to this guy. Oh, he got the Sport. He got his wife in the back there. It's like, I ain't staying here. I'm going to pull in right next to him, and I might say something to him. I'm going to say, hey, is that the new Porsche Taycan Sport? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask him. I'm gonna ask this guy. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to him because he's parked over the line. That's the reason why I can't get. He's parked over the line, so I have to park like right in the middle. I'm gonna ask him. Hey, is that the new Porsche Taycan Sport?
It is like a Cross Turismo.
Cross Turismo. Oh yeah, that looks really.
Just say your car looks sexy as hell.
My car looks sexy. I was looking at you when I came in the lot. I was like, wow, is that? I thought that was like, how fast is that? Well, how many power?
Power?
How much horsepower?
I think a Porsche is only doing like a 300. I think this one is maybe close to 400.
Yeah, that looks cool. I saw that from all the way over there. I was like, wow, that thing's cool.
Yeah, I don't think a Porsche ever doing like a high power car. Even their GT3 is like 400-500 horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah, how long does it take to charge it?
Very fast.
It's very fast here?
But, I like your car. I only see it in TV.
Yeah, I just recently got it January 2nd. Yeah, but see, in China, they have all of them. They have the smaller one, and they have the slightly bigger one. They basically make a lot of the stuff there, and then they ship it over. So,
I have no idea. I like this one very much, like for real.
Really? Yeah, I just got it washed.
How much it cost?
This is, they start at 60, but as option like this, 80.
Yo, those EV has a high premium, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know your thing was like, what, close to 2?
Out the door was about 160.
160, yeah. Yeah.
They charge everything. The power rear view, money.
Yeah.
Like blind, money. Wheel, money. Roof, money.
Yeah.
Windshield, money. Everything, like.
Yeah.
But it's my wife. I'll get one of those, but my wife is.
Your wife wanted a Porsche?
I wanted 911, so we're going back and forth, so we settle.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How long does it take?
I have DC fast charging, so basically less than an hour with the DC fast charges, and at home about 7 hours to go from 0 overnight, basically.
Okay.
But at home it's slower to here.
How long does it? How much? What's the range?
300 miles.
And can you actually get that much or no?
In the winter you're gonna lose because of the heater, but in the summer I think I can, but I haven't tested in the summer yet.
Guess how much this one get?
How many miles?
I think on paper it says 230
$235. Yeah, most of the other makers outside of America, most of these cars, they have less than 300. Like that Ioniq 5, that Solterra. That I think the only car up there that gets more than 300 is that EQS, the Mercedes.
Those EV, man, they have to build more chargers.
Yeah, because normally I'm supposed to go to EVgo, but when I go there, it's like half the chargers aren't working.
I haven't been charging in like.
Huh?
Instead, they're all working.
Yeah, no. Cadillac, when you buy a Cadillac, they give you free charging on EVgo, right? But I'm waiting ultimately for Tesla to let everybody charge their cars. You know, when Tesla lets everybody charge their cars, that's going to make a big difference, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been charging in public charging stations for like a year. And I just feel like I've been scamming out, so I want to use it.
Oh, you want to test it out, right?
No. Because they give me 3 years for free.
3 years for free, yeah.
I charged a few times.
They give me 2 years for free on EVgo, but the EVgo network's terrible. It's terrible. Electrify America seems to be a little bit better.
Bro, your car is sexy.
Thanks.
Like, for real.
Well, like you too. I noticed you as soon as you came in. I noticed you as soon as you got in the thing.
If that's up to me, I wouldn't get these. I get 911. These are 911.
Or you mean the GT3 or the GT4?
I don't really like Cayman. I like 911, but GT3, I don't think I can put my hands on it. I talked to them, right? Apparently, those like GT vehicles, you need to be their like high-end customer, like meaning you're buying like 20, 30 cars from them.
I hear what you said.
Yeah, because for them to give you a GT3, if you put your hands on it with MSRP, you make money right away.
Yeah, I hear what you said. Porsche and Ferrari do that a lot to customers. You got to have like 3 or 4 of their cars before they'll give you one.
Yeah, I want a GTS.
A GTS,
GTS.
a Porsche GTS.
So it's basically more comfortable than GT3, but you can use it for commute, and also you can bring it down to the track.
Yeah, I've never been to a track. Well, I mean, I've been to a track but a long time ago with SRT Hellcat, but other than that, it's like, nah, I don't do that.
I think we're gonna be waiting forever. I'm going home. I'm charging Apple. I'll stem them next time.
All right, yeah, take care. Yeah, looks good. Tell your wife she made the right decision.
No, I would never say that.
You'll never say that, huh?
I would tell them like one of the gentlemen say 911 is better.
The 911 is better. All right. All right. Take care. Yeah. I gotta say, that's a nice Porsche. God damn, that thing is cool. You know, and I hate sport brake designs, but that shit actually looks cool in person. Yeah, you see, this is the car meet of the future. This is where everybody now, this is the car meet of the future. People meet here, and it's kind of like a car club, and you see like who shows up and when they're charging and everything, and people probably coordinate meeting up at the charger. Like this guy right here, he's got this ID4, which is actually a very good car, in fact. I had no idea I was gonna, come here and just start talking to people. That's really interesting. This is the car meet of the future. So all you muscleheads, Mustang owners, and Camaro owners, and Hellcat owners, I just want you to understand, this is the car meet of the future. So what we really need is we need like an entire parking lot filled with chargers, and just line them all up against the wall, and everybody pulls in and charges, basically. I'm going to talk to this guy too. How are you liking your ID4? I drove that car when it came out. I liked it.
I like the car.
It's a good...
It's tough charging in the winter.
So it does give you a problem in the winter?
A little bit.
How much range do you lose?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I've only had it since August, so I have to see what it is over this whole...
So you don't have a home charger?
I do have a home charger.
Oh, you do? So why, but you get free charging, right?
It's free here for 30 minutes, So
For 30 minutes?
I get a 30-minute free charge.
Wow. Every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had liked that car. I drove that car, and I had originally liked it when it first came out. I was waiting to see what more they were going to be, because I thought they were going to make them a little bit bigger. Like, that's the 4. I think they have a 6 coming.
They have a 6.
Yeah. I saw something at the car show that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, get in there. Don't freeze out here.
All right. Here we go.
Ioniq 5. Okay, so it looks like this guy right here, he's done. I'm saying this. I really, really wish that Cadillac had made a deal with Electrify America. EVgo has shitty fucking truck. Or either that. No. What they really should have done is, and that's one of the reasons why I like making videos like this. What they really should do is they should offer you like a debit card or something, and the debit card, you can take it to just about whatever your nearby charger is, and you can charge up to a certain amount, like whatever it is they give you, however many credits they give you or whatever. Because the problem is, not everybody lives near EVgo, but not everybody lives near Electrify America. There's another ID for right here. So my thinking is they should give you something that's flexible. Like, they should say, yeah, you can either go to EVgo or you can go to Electrify America, which would allow me to make an informed decision. So I'd look at my app and I'd be like, oh, you know what? Electrify America is near me, and they have like 8 stalls or 4 stalls or whatever. Meanwhile, EVgo only's got 2, and one of them shits is never working, you know? But these are the growing pains. We're some people call us beta testers and all that shit. It's like, maybe we are, but I don't care. I don't care. It's interesting to me. This is like something new. It's just something new. It's like, after a while, all of these cars got fucking boring. It's like even SRT died when they took away the SRT badge, and they started making these boring ass cars, or they started making those $100,000 Grand Wagoneers right there. And these things are rich people cars. And then, we got Polestar too. Yeah, and then things got boring as fuck. It's like, the problem is, it's like you got everybody and their mama trying to buy these damn cars. Tesla Model Y. You see that? Look at this lady. Yeah, but it's like, after a while, the shit just got boring. And I just wanted something different. I wanted something new. It's like, it's funny because I got people, making all these comments. They're like, oh, yeah, well, you shouldn't charge your battery to 100%. And I'm like, yo, guys, this is a lease. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen to the battery, but all I know is they promised me 300 miles of range, and winter or not, I'm going to get it. And whatever happens to the battery, the dealer can deal with it when it goes back. Because all that'll happen is that they'll have to either put remanufactured batteries in there, and they'll have to take out the dead cells, and they'll have to replace them with fresh cells. Look at that power pole. That power pole doesn't look good right there. That looks like it's about to snap. Yeah, so basically that's all I really came here for. I just wanted to take a quick look. Oh, yeah, I just accidentally turned the car off because I forgot the car was already on. That guy right there's got the Nissan Ariya. I like that. That's nice. It's a nice car. It doesn't get 300 miles of range, but it's a decent car. Yeah, see, it's funny. I remember in the old days, people were talking about 300 miles of range. They were talking about how people were overreacting, but they didn't understand all of the disadvantages of weather on range. And they also didn't understand the disadvantages of equipment that you have in the car on range. They didn't understand that. But now, I think Tesla owners on the news, I think they're basically helping to educate the public as to range anxiety and all that, because a lot of people just didn't understand it. But now I think a lot of people are understanding it a little bit better. So, look at this. We got Karen getting out the car right here. But I think that's a regular gas car. I don't think she has to charge. I don't think that's not an EV, unless it's an Ioniq. Karen right here. Yeah, that's a gas car, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it's like these little videos, they seem to be getting a lot of views now about range anxiety and people charging their cars and everything. Because the media has a narrative that electric vehicles aren't selling, but that shit's not true. Everything is selling less simply because interest rates are higher. But the reality is, these companies are having record sales on their electric vehicles. And also, you got to understand, part of that is because at the end of the year, they start to mark down the pricing on their cars. So basically, the only other person waiting is this guy in the white. But since there's 4 stalls, he shouldn't be waiting too much longer. So yeah, but my thinking is, electric vehicles are selling just fine. I don't know where. Like, it depends where you are. Like, if you're in a state where you have huge distances in between everything, yeah, electric vehicles don't make sense because on the highway they don't get the mileage that you would expect them to get because there's no stop and go, and these things are not efficient when they're constantly using power on the highway. They're more efficient in city stop and go traffic. But as you can see, like in my videos, you can point out there's a Hyundai Ioniq 5 right there. There's a Hyundai Ioniq 5 right there. As you can see, they're not. Nobody's having trouble selling electric vehicles. In fact, I was reading online. Volvo is having record sales right here. What's this? Volvo's got record sales going of their vehicles too, right there. So Volvo, if Volvo's not having problems selling, Volvos are some of the most boring fucking cars that there are on the road. Volvo and Polestar, they're selling. Just like you just saw. Look at the Volvo, but that one's not an electric car. But they have that Volvo XC Recharge, and then they got the Polestar, which is kind of not the exact same thing, but it is kind of the same thing because these things are both like owned by China. So it's like they make them both. But yeah, you got Tesla Model Ys, record sales. It's like, who are you saying these things are not moving? These things are selling. They're selling enough to clog up these fucking charging stations, I'll tell you that. But you know what? That's just the news. The news is like the news. You can't trust the lamestream media. These guys are liars. So I'm back at the charger. I've got 112 miles left. But, oh shit, look at this. All of these Cadillacs pulling up. Oh yeah, I had to come in. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. There's like 2 of them. And there's freaking Teslas, man. These guys are everywhere. Holy shit. So we got this guy right here on Baldwin. And they got the Nissan Ariya, and that shit works. So these guys are using it's like, it looks like we're going to be waiting for a little while. But I don't mind the wait because it's not that bad. Because I pretty much already fucking, I can't wait till Tesla opens up these chargers. Oh man, we got a red one. Now how the fuck? Wait, I'm going to have to back into this shit. I don't know how. I may have to park next to the Ariya because it looks like this guy's first. And she's up there she's videotaping my car because they got the silver one just like me. And I got to figure this shit the fuck out. So they this is cool. So we got all, and you know what? That guy right there with the red one, that's a taxi. So I'm going to pull in next to the Ariya, and then I'm going to back up next to the Tesla supercharger. I'm going to pull up next to the Ariya right there. This would be easier if I was using both hands, but I'm not. So let me just try not to fuck up my wheels. I'm going to back in. And I just back in, and we'll do the wait. Yeah, I just felt like coming in. So, it looks like because all of these Cadillac buyers have like EVgo, it's like we're all pretty much slaves to these fucking 2 chargers right here. It's really, really disgusting when you really think about it. But, it is what it is. It's like I could have charged at home, but it's like, why should I charge at home when this shit is fucking free? It's like, it doesn't make sense. So everybody else seemed to have opted for the 20s, except me. I said, nah, I gotta have dubs. Sitting on skating 22s, Fuck. Yeah, I don't want to get too close to this fucking charger. Yeah, so that's what it is. Wait, how the fuck? All right, I should be straight. But see, these guys with these Teslas, man, everybody sitting in their Teslas, they know they only got 30 minutes and then they're out of here. Now, notice how every single time I come here, notice how there's always a bunch of Teslas and the stalls are empty. It's like, that's the thing that gets me. It's a bunch of Tesla chargers and they're all empty. Like there's 1, 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. So that means that there's at least 40 stalls that are empty, you know? So that always gets to me. So this is the red one. Got the red one right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep making these videos. It's just that, to tell you the truth, it's like trying to fuck with the stupid charger is just fun. I don't know what it is. I could charge at home, but for some reason I just find myself wanting to come here and do it here. Well, not only that, I mean, it's free, you know. It's free to charge here, so, you know, it is what it is. It's like, what are you gonna do? So, yeah. I don't know why. This is just so weird. It's just so interesting. It's just something different, you know? I got people making comments like, oh, yeah, well, you got to freeze your balls off to charge those electric vehicles. I would never buy one because I can't fuel it in 5 minutes and all this shit. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. That's how you feel. So here's the thing. If it's just this guy with the Aria, and that Aria has a smaller battery than my car, and then these two people have the exact same size battery as my car, which is 102 kilowatts, one of these people should be leaving within the next... In fact, one of them might be getting ready to leave right now. So one of them should be leaving soon. And once one of them leaves, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that that guy right there with the silver one, he's waiting for the Baldwin charger. And because he's waiting for the Baldwin charger, then I got to wait for him and her, and then it's my turn. So here's the thing. Right now it's 2:56. So that right there is a time mark. I don't know how long it actually takes for these goddamn things to charge these cars, but I'm right after this guy in the red. So that is what it is. I'm after this guy in the red. So we'll see what happens. But okay, so that's the time marker, 2:56. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get to the charger, nor do I know how long it'll take to charge. But, you know, this is like an experiment, I guess you could say. I got time. Oh, shit, you're not going to believe this. Look at this. 4th Lyriq just rolled in. Look at this. And this guy's a taxi, too. It's all fucking taxis. So there's this guy who's silver. It's another Indian guy, Hindu guy in there. He got the Sport 3 model because I'm looking at... No. That's the luxury model. He has the exact same car I have. I don't know if he got the moonroof, and I don't know if he got the 19 kilowatt option. But it definitely looks like he got the regular 20-inch wheels, just like this person did. This is a taxi right here. So there's that guy, this guy, and it's me. So he's behind me. So I guess he's trying to figure out, he's like, yeah, who's next? And he just got his car. No, he didn't get his car washed because he's got snow on his car. Wow, I can't believe it. So we have to wait for the Aria to finish. And then it's that guy right there. I think he was next in line. And then right after him, it's this person in red. And it looks like the Leaf, or whatever the fuck that thing is. It's the Aria. The Aria seems to be finishing right now. So if he's finishing, it looks like that guy is going next, this Chinese guy. And then right after him, it's this guy in red. So if everybody is charging to 100%, this could take a little while. But time mark, 2:59. It is 2:59. So it's silver, red, silver, and then silver again. So this is getting interesting. All these Lyriqs, these fucking disgusting EVgo charging things are going to be filled with Lyriqs before you know it. Meanwhile, these Tesla people, there's only like 4 of them. And they're just chilling. They don't even care. It's like 30 minutes, they're gone. But see, the problem with that Seinfeld charger is that there's a connection issue. And in that connection issue, that shit don't work. Because, and it's funny, I was watching the Wall Street Journal did a I guess you could call it a special report. and it's on, I actually shared it in my community chat, and they were saying one of the bigger problems with these chargers is simply that the Tesla chargers only have to communicate with Tesla vehicles, so they pretty much know exactly what they're dealing with. Meanwhile, the EVgo chargers have to communicate with all types of different cars. Like, they have to communicate with the Nissans, they got to communicate with BMW iXs, Mercedes EQSs, blah, blah, blah. And then on top of that, now you got these Cadillacs added into the fray. So the issue is the handshake between the car and the charger is what's really causing the problem. But they did say that sometimes all you really have to do is you have to go to this breaker and you have to open up the breaker, and then you have to shut down the socket. And when you shut down the socket and turn it back on, it's kind of like a router, and it'll reset itself. So that's actually interesting. But bottom line is, I'm going to wait my turn. Right now, time check, it's 3:01. So I'm going to wait my turn. And if this guy has already started, it shouldn't take too long. So this guy in the red he's going to the Seinfeld charger right there. But he doesn't realize maybe that the Seinfeld charger is fucked up. So the bottom line is, these people right here are, hopefully it works for him. I don't know where that guy's going. He's moving in but see, this doesn't make sense. The charging socket is on the driver's front. So I have no idea why this guy is moving over there, because it doesn't make sense. Because now you'd have to pull the cable all the way over. That doesn't make sense, but I don't know. Maybe he knows something I don't. But the bottom line is that this guy in the silver, I want to be right there. That's pretty much where I started. The Baldwin charger, I'll back in and I'll be right there. So those other people, they probably went to get some food or something. I don't know how long it's going to take them to charge this. Wait, what's this guy doing? Oh, these two guys are leaving. I don't know where they're going. See, ultimately, there are a couple of limiting factors when it comes to charging a car, like in these public chargers. First of all, nobody wants to actually be here. So people may go and they may get food, or they may go get groceries or whatever it is, but ultimately they're rushing back to their car because they ultimately want to leave. So that's one limiting factor. The second limiting factor, obviously these things, like most people I would think aren't charging to 85 or 90% or whatever. But even if they are, the charge time pretty much dictates how long you're going to be here. And then after that, you leave. Now with these Tesla guys, I think Tesla people who have Teslas, I think they have a culture at this point where they want to get to the charger, charge, and get out of it as fast as possible. So you're not going to really see too many people leaving their cars here and just letting them sit. I don't think that's going to really happen too much. But time check 3:03. So I don't know how long it actually takes for these people to actually fill this car up, if they fill it up. But I'm estimating it should be somewhere around 30 to 40 minutes. And then, I'm guessing this guy with the red one is going to park there. But I don't know why he pulled in there if he wasn't going to use the thing. Because somebody with one of those Chad Emo things from the old Nissan, they could have parked there. But I don't know. So it's like, whatever. It's just a little bit of wait, and then we're in there, we're in and out. I am glad, however, that there's more people with silver Lyriqs, even though they don't have my 22s. I'm glad there's more people with silver Lyriqs, though. I haven't seen, I barely see these cars on the road. I've seen maybe like one or two blacks, and I've seen maybe like one or two silvers, but they've been spaced out real wide. So it looks like everybody got the luxury 1 level, because I'm looking at the bodywork. It looks like they got the luxury model 1s. It doesn't look like these guys got the 3s, because the 3s come with the 22s. But all of them have like the same wheels. So those are those two guys right there with the red car, and they're just sitting out there waiting. But EVgo, man, these people see, and it's funny because I was looking again. they have newer chargers, but they've only seemed to introduce them in California. I put in a complaint to EVgo, and I put in a complaint, and I told them specifically about the Seinfeld charger is all fucked up. And I was like, yeah, y'all got to fix that or do something, because it's ridiculous that there's only 2 of these damn chargers and they're spaced apart by like so much, you know? That doesn't make sense. So, I'm really surprised that a taxi limousine would get a red Lyriq. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Normally, it would be black or possibly silver, but typically you'd get black. So I'm actually really surprised about that. But what I ultimately think is going to happen, I think a lot of people aren't going to want to buy these cars for taxi limousine purposes. And they really shouldn't. I honestly, as an owner, I can honestly say no. If you want to do taxi limousine work, you really should get the XT6. You should not buy a Lyriq. You should get an XT6. So these guys are pulling into Seinfeld, but I really don't think that they realize that there's a problem with Seinfeld. Now, if they're lucky, they'll use it and it'll work, but I really don't think it's going to work. And now we got a Mercedes EQS. It looks like it's trying to pull in. He might be coming here. He might not. Yeah, it looks like he might be coming here. Got a Mercedes EQS. That might be that same guy from the first day. No, okay, they're going elsewhere. Okay, fine for them. But, yeah, so these taxi limousine guys, nah, you should stick to XT6s. This Lyriq EV life shit ain't for you. Because even though it's a decent amount of time that you can use for a break, like to eat, to take a shit, to take a nap, the problem is that every minute that you're waiting at this station for people just like me to charge is time that you're losing from being on that job picking people up. So I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. I don't think it's a good idea at all. Meanwhile, you got 3 Tesla stalls. 3 Tesla stalls open. Just open. And they all work, but they're open. It's crazy. Three Tesla stalls. Yep. EV charger life. Uh-oh, look who's just joining the fray. Uh-oh, look at this guy. He's got the F-150 Lightning. This guy, I think he plans on joining the fray. F-150 Lightning here. Yeah, he doesn't even realize what he's up for. So it's me first after this guy with the red one. And then it's the Indian guy. He left, and him and his wife, I guess they're coming back. And he's pointing at me. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm after you. I'm after you. I'm like, yeah, okay, good luck with that, bro. So, you know, he's after me, apparently. I don't know if we could really save spaces and shit. But I know right now in that guy's mind, the F-150, he's probably thinking, I can't believe there's all these fucking Cadillacs here. It's like I used to come here and I used to be alone and I used to be able to charge and no problem. Now I got all these damn Cadillacs in front of me. Yeah, they got to do, if they really want to push electric vehicles, they've got to do something about this charging shit. They've got to do something about this. Okay, so time check, 3:57. So that couple that was here, they went and they must have gotten food or something, and then they came back. So it's 3:57. So I guess that's basically been almost an hour. So I can't imagine they're going to be here that much longer. And then these guys right here, they went and guess they got something to drink. So they must have assumed that these people were going to leave as soon as they got here. You know, they haven't unplugged yet, so I'm not exactly sure how much longer it's going to be. But this guy, he's touching the thing. He looks like he's looking for their battery charge time. And, you know, these people, I would imagine that they should be out of here soon. So it looks to me that they probably were low on power. So it looks to me like you're looking at about an hour's worth of wait per car. So if that is the case, at 109 miles left on mine, when I get a chance to go in there, it may take probably 45 to an hour. So it looks like it's about an hour wait to charge one of these things up. So hopefully they want to leave soon, because I have to imagine that their car has to be pretty much close to charge by now. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to want to stay here too long because of the cold. So right after them, then comes the red car, and then I'm next. But that's the time check, 3:59. Meanwhile, I'm watching these Teslas come and go. Time check, 4:16. So we've got another Lyriq, another silver Lyriq with 22s about to come up. And the Indian guy with the Lyriq that had the 20s and the silver, he hasn't come back just yet. So I guess this guy's going to be shocked to see me here. But yeah, so we're basically still waiting. These people haven't finished yet, 4:16. So I got this guy right here. And yeah, he might as well just, he might as well basically leave, because the thing about it is, otherwise he's going to be here to, it basically took them an hour, so it's 4:17. If it takes them an hour in the red car, I don't think it's going to take me an hour, but let's say it does, it's going to be fucking like 7 or 8 o'clock. Something like that. No, I don't have to actually stay here because I've got home charging. The thing about it is, how are you supposed to take advantage of the free charging if you've only got one of these goddamn things that works? So, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this guy's getting out. He's checking his thing. He's like, yeah, what's going on here? It's like, yeah, y'all have been here forever. Like, how much time y'all plan on being here? And see, that's the thing. Anybody can just walk up and they look and they're like, yo, what's going on? Meanwhile, you got the Tesla Model X, he left. Then you got another 2 Model Ys. Nobody likes using this last charger here. Like, I almost never see anybody in that one. But even if you didn't use that one, there's there's another stall that's right there that's still open. So there's 4, 5, 6. So yeah, you got 2 stalls that are still open. So once again, the Tesla dudes, man, they're killing it right now. As long as you don't live in like Alberta or one of these extremely cold states, you're good. Okay, so time check. Time check is 4:25. Apparently, he just finished. So that took him an hour and 25 minutes. And now he's unplugging, and he's passing it on to this guy right here. So an hour and 25 minutes. So it's 4:25. Now, sundown is about 5 o'clock, which means that in exactly 1 hour, well, not exactly 1 hour, what is it? Not very long, we'll be looking at, it'll be fucking pitch black midnight out here very soon. So if it took that, now I don't know what his charge rate was. That's the problem. I don't know exactly what the charge rate is. So since I don't know how fast these damn things are charging, then that means that, yeah, I'm next. But the thing about it is I don't know exactly what the charge rate is. So I was thinking about leaving, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to leave. I'm going to sit right up in here. And I'm going to wait it out because, I'm patient. I mean, I waited for this fucking car for a year longer than I expected it was going to take. So my patience obviously is amazing. I have some pretty damn good patience. So even though the Seinfeld charger is shit and not working, there's a good possibility that someday they'll fix this fucking thing. And then coming here won't be so bad. Yeah, so they're on their way. That's them. They're leaving. And you still got this guy all the way over there, and he's still waiting. That guy's got the 22s right there, and he just got his car washed too. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But this thing, it might take us a little bit of a time. It might take us a little while. See, the only thing that annoys me is that this guy with this red car, what he should have done was he should have waited and he should have put his car here, because just in case there was somebody else who needs to use that different charge. And see, that's another thing. They really shouldn't put two different types of chargers here. But again, this is a Nissan product. That's part of the problem. So this thing is designed to charge those old shitty Leafs, and they still use that CHAdeMO whatever system rather than what they should have done was they should have said, no, we're not going to do CHAdeMO at all. Everybody will have a J1772 adapter, and this way everybody will basically be charging the exact same way, even if there's a CCS combo as the main plug. See, what Tesla has to do is Tesla is going to change their plug so that they have, on one side it'll be the Tesla NACS, but on the other side it's going to be the CCS. So yeah, it is what it is. Now, I could have left, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna get on this thing. I'm gonna charge the full, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. So basically, if it took the first couple an hour and 25 minutes, I don't know how long it'll take this dude. But let's say it does take him about an hour. I'll be on this thing by about 6. No big deal. But I'm going to charge to full. So right now, because I have the heater on a little bit, it's at 100%. So while I was sitting here, I think I lost about 7 miles. No, actually, let's say I lost about 10 miles worth of range sitting here with the heater on. So that said, yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing. I might walk over there and go to one of these stores. I might go into this Dunkin' Donuts in a second. I gotta take a piss real quick. I could try to get some coffee, but I'll see what they have. I don't know. But that's the thing. So yeah. But again, it's like I keep on saying, it's like when Tesla, I think that's part of the reason why Elon Musk right now is fighting them, trying to get them to give him more shares, because he knows when they open up this charging network, when they open this thing up to all these other cars, it's a gold mine. He knows. He knows. So I just talked to the guys who own the red car, and they told me just now they're gonna go somewhere about 5 minutes away. They said if their car gets to 100% and they're not back, that I could unplug it and I could charge it. They just asked me to do them a favor and close their charging port. So I figure, oh, okay, that's great. So isn't that interesting? It's like now the people who are at these charging stations, it's like at a certain point, you have to almost trust other people and everything with your property, because normally, yeah, I wouldn't want anybody touching my car, but you know, we've reached a point where, you know, people just don't feel like fucking waiting. So they're going to go somewhere and then they have to just politely say, yes, if I'm not back, do me a favor and you can, you know, change the plug. It's just that do me a favor and close my charging port, because they don't want nothing to happen to the charging port. Now, this guy who has the other Lyriq like mine, he looks like he's ready to get the fuck out of here, because he looks like he is tired of waiting. So let me turn this thing off. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go fucking take a piss. Yeah, look at this guy. I'm going to talk to this guy in a second. Yeah, so I'm going to go take a piss, but this fucking Seinfeld charger, this goddamn thing is broke. So I'm going to go take a piss and then come back. And I don't really want Dunkin' Donuts, but we'll see what happens. I gotta get my jacket on. It's cold out here. This entire area is just these two. Yeah. When'd you get the car?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. See, who'd you get from?
King O'Rourke.
Oh, King O'Rourke. Okay, all right.
What do you have? What is it, level 2, 3?
Huh?
That's a 3, right?
This is a 3. Mine basically looks exactly like yours, but you got the same options. You got the moonroof. Most of the people didn't get the moonroof.
The moonroof open all the way or no?
The moonroof opens from here. It slides back. I realize that when you use it, you only want to use it when it's like really hot, because it lets a lot of wind in. It's unlike my Jeep.
Yeah, mine stops right here, like an F-way.
No. That's your
No.
That's the shade.
This, right?
Yeah.
It's right here. Look, I'll show you. Look.
Yeah, if you open it all the way, it'll go all the way.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Pull it back. Go ahead. Yeah. Now push it again.
See, look. I'll show you. Look.
It should open all the way. Okay, the stop is here. So yeah, that's how far it goes. It doesn't go any further than that. The stop, you see that right there? The stop is there.
Oh, that's good, right?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it works fine.
Yeah, bro. You know what happened? I tried to put this. Look, I'll show you. I'm new with this. I'm so. When I went here, right? Look, we got an error 302 to find out the charges and stuff available.
Error on when you push charging?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a software issue. You're gonna have to. They're gonna have to work that out. So you should probably make a service check.
No, I think they're working on application.
Because honestly, I haven't had any problems with the software at all.
Well, you should check if you go to charging. I look for. You go right here, right?
Yeah.
No, this works. I mean, it's gonna show me how much I had, whatever. But if you go here, you're gonna get an error. What happened was that they're working on an update.
Oh. Just want to take a very quick look. This guy's at 25%. It's charging at 49 kilowatts. It says energy dispense is 15.2, time elapsed 18 minutes. So yeah, it's gonna take him a little while. Now this guy right here, he's looking real good. So I'm gonna just run over here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll come back. Cause yeah, it's gonna take, at 50 kilowatts, it's gonna take that guy a little bit of time. So I'm gonna go over here to Dunkin' Donuts, see what's going on. Yeah, I know y'all loving them Tesla chargers. I can't wait till they open that up to the public. Cause EVgo is trash. Just is, eh? All right, let's go over here. I fucking hate EVgo. They need to put new chargers there so they can prove me wrong. Go get some Dunkin' Donuts. I might get some coffee. I don't know. My cough disappeared. I had some nice tea with honey and everything, and my cough has pretty much disappeared. So I don't want to get sick again. The Donuts guy just told me that the bathroom don't work. I'm like, how the fuck does the bathroom not work in a Dunkin' Donuts? It's like, what are you doing up in here? So let's see, what other services are there for people to occupy themselves? So right here we have a restaurant called Voodoo Crab, Cajun boil and fresh seafood. We've got Vietnamese pho and grill. You know what? That's interesting because I haven't had pho before, or at least not that I know of. I might come here and try that. So what else do we got? We got the Department of Motor Vehicles over there. That would have been a good thing for me to know, say last week when I had to get things done with my cars and I had to get new paperwork. Got Key Food, Popcorn Beauty. There's a salon right there, but I don't think that they'd service my hair because I'm, a man. And Wine and Liquor, the UPS store. There's something called Suma, and that looks like Chinese food or Japanese food. Then you've got this one right here, Okijuni. I believe it says Okijuni. And Okijuni is Japanese. So we're almost there. Yeah, but that guy's at 25%. It's gonna take that shit a while. Fucking 50 kilowatts, goddamn. And it's sad because all these things promise 100 kilowatts. They're like, oh yeah, well we can get you up to 200, up to 680. I'm like, yeah, well I haven't seen that shit. If you were doing 680, we'd be charging in like 20 minutes tops. I might go to these places every now and then. I might test these places one by one. I'm interested in that Vietnamese pho restaurant though. Might try them. For right now, I'm gonna go into Dollar General. I gotta see if they got a bathroom. You'd think that most of these businesses would have like specials or something advertising specifically to the charging crowd over there. But apparently they don't. So I wanted to try this iced macchiato coffee that they had and see what that's like. So yeah, it seems like they're trying to sell like red velvet bagels, and that's the new coffee, the iced macchiato side of velvet right there. So I figure, okay, I'll try the coffee. Honestly, I don't really like Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know what it is. It's something about the sugar or something. I'm not crazy about a lot of this fast food anymore, but it's like, since I'm just waiting, I'll try their, what is it called? The coffee. I could have gotten a bagel too, but I just didn't really want it. I think, I'll test out, every time I come here, I think I'll test out a different one of these restaurants. Because that Vietnamese pho, that's basically a big bowl of soup. And, since I'm trying to get over a cold, I could try this Vietnamese pho and I could have a nice bowl of soup. Getting stock warnings. Earnings this week, Microsoft, Verizon, 14 others you follow report earnings. Okay, I know Microsoft's going to be good. In fact, they just collected money from me for my subscription to Microsoft Office 360, so I know they're doing well. They got us paying just to do work at work. I mean, it's ridiculous. We'll see what happens, huh? I got my little iced macchiato coffee right here. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry, it's not iced, it's hot. So let's see what that's like. What does it look like? Oh, okay. It just looks like kind of looks like hot chocolate to me. Yeah, I've got a pretty easy week this week. So, I want to get my car fully charged up. And I'm going to, as soon as I put my car on the charger, I'm going to hit up this Vietnamese pho restaurant right here. Give them a try. In fact, I got their menu. I just got to figure out where I put it. Oh, yes, here it is. Sup. The name of it is Sup Vietnamese Pho and Grill. Okay, so you got like a $15 store credit if you sign up for loyalty rewards. Yeah, I don't intend to eat there that many times, but then again, they may surprise me. So basically, what is this? So they got grilled stuff, banh mi, a sandwich there, and they got this pho. So they got this pho, they got the signature pho. Signature pho Bo Vien. Top with homemade Sup signature beef meatballs. It's funny, they got pictures of everything except the pho. Pho combo, beef tripe brisket. And it's amazing, you pay like $19 for a bowl of soup. Uh-oh, it sounds like my cough's trying to come back. Bun Thit Nguyen. Yeah, see, in Southeast Asia, they put like an egg. They put a scrambled egg on like everything. I'm not too crazy about no scrambled egg on my food. It's like dessert, pistachio cake, coconut sorbet. I want to try something. I want to try something new. Braised pork ribs. Ooh. And that's just the appetizer. Grilled sugarcane pork. Traditional crispy spring rolls. To tell you the truth, this really looks like it's all high-priced Chinese food. I'm going to give them a chance to prove me wrong, but that's what it looks like. Basically, this guy's got 56%, and I'm just still waiting. So this chick right here with this Hyundai Ioniq 6, she came up, and she's like, oh yeah, well, why is there two cars here? And I'm like, yeah, well, no, this charger right here is down. And because this charger is down, we can't charge here. This one, the Seinfeld's not working. So I told her, this one right here is charging, and then I'm going to take the plug and I'm going to plug it into mine. So she didn't seem to get that, because I was trying to tell her that, even though the secondary charger would work, the Chad and Mo, the problem is that the CCS, that's the Chad and Mo there works, but the CCS doesn't. Her car uses CCS from what I know, because that's not a Nissan product. Her car uses CCS just like ours do. And that's the ultimate issue. So the bottom line is, I'm really sorry. You're just going to have to wait. I'm really sorry. So it is what it is. But I'm still looking at these fucking Tesla chargers. Look, 3, what is that? 4, 5. There's 6 of those open. So, yeah, it's frustrating. But guess what? That's the reason why I'm making these videos. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to talk people out of buying these cars. I don't want to sound like I'm trying to talk you out of it. But what I'm trying to explain is, if you get one of these things and you intend on using that public charging shit, it's like, yeah, you just got to be ready. This shit is fucking frustrating as fuck. Now, see, fortunately, I have a very easy work week, and I don't really have to worry too much about the time that it's taking me because it's a Sunday. So I have a very easy work week. And, bottom line is, I'm charging my car and you just go after me. Because see, the other guy who had the car like mine, he said, oh, yeah, well, I got to go get milk for my kids and shit. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll try to hold the space for you. But I said the same thing to the Indian dude. The Indian dude and his wife, they left, never came back. So I guess he must have figured out. He was like, yeah, this shit's going to take till like 7 o'clock. But I just came over here because I was at the Dunkin' Donuts and I saw her driving up close and shit to my car. So I just came over here because I want to see what's going on, because I don't know what, I don't know what your intentions are, because there's nothing that you can do except wait for this fucking guys to charge, and then, I'm going to wait for his to get to 100, 58%. So that if he's at 58%, this should take another 30 minutes. So we'll see what happens. And meanwhile, the Tesla guys are just going and coming. I swear to God, Tesla makes everybody else look bad. Tesla really makes it. They can hate on Elon Musk all they want, but Tesla makes everybody else really, really look bad. Okay, time check. It is now 6:02. As you can see, we've got a whole new row of Teslas. Brand new people. Apparently, they'd rather sit in their cars and do whatever you do inside a Tesla. I know you can play video games on the screen and everything. So I'm going to check this guy's car. I don't think it's probably finished yet. I think it'll be finished at 6:25. But I decided to come over here and check because it's about that time. So what is it? Yeah, I can still see he's got a little time. Fuck! 83%, charging at 44 kilowatts. So it says time elapsed 1 hour, 36 minutes. So if it's at 83% now, yeah, what I said before is probably right. I think it's about 25 minutes left, but I'll keep watching. Because see, you got to understand, this car and his car, all of these Lyriqs have the exact same battery. It's 102 kilowatts, right? Like I was saying before, that I felt that, somebody who's trying to charge a Hummer, they're going to have a lot of issues charging that Hummer. The thing about it is the Hummer has a battery that's more than twice as big. So basically mine's 102 kilowatts, his 102 kilowatts. But if you have a Hummer, that battery is like 220 kilowatts. So that means that it takes more than twice as long to charge that Hummer. But you know what that also means? That also means that the Escalade, which is going to be built based on that Hummer, is going to have the same exact issue. So if that Escalade has a 200 plus kilowatt hour battery, then you're looking, if you're charging this thing at home, it's going to take you no less than about 12 to 14 hours, no less, because 100 kilowatts at 40 amps at my house, that takes me, we got a bolt coming. This guy thinks he's coming in here. Nah, in fact, I think that was the guy from the first time I got here. Yeah, it's not happening, bro. So you're gonna be waiting. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that Escalade, that Hummer, these things have 200 kilowatt hour batteries. Now, the only thing that I think is gonna help us out is the fact that I've heard these solid state batteries that they have planned that are coming. These solid state batteries are gonna be able to charge a lot faster, and they're saying that they'll last like 6,000 cycles. I think this might be an i7. I could be wrong. Either that or it's a regular 7 series. But anyway, they're saying that these solid state batteries are going to have 6,000 charge cycles. And then on top of that, they're saying they're going to charge much faster. And they're also saying that they're going to provide more range and everything. So time will tell. But once again, I leased my car for this very reason. I needed to understand by ownership. I needed to understand what owning an electric vehicle is all about. And my problem was, despite the fact Tesla has the best charging station, my problem was I couldn't buy a Tesla because those interiors are boring. You know, these Cadillacs, I gotta say, these things come with everything. As long as you're only charging at home and you're not driving too far, or you have a place to charge wherever you're going, you're fine. But those Teslas, they're so boring. They're just so boring, you know? And right now, you know, this is the focus. Europe, see, and it's funny because I got these people commenting on my goddamn channel, and they're like, "Oh yeah, well I thought electric vehicles were the future. It looks like it's some future." It's like, y'all don't get it, do you? The government mandates in Europe, the government mandates in America have decided that this is the future. It doesn't matter what you think. You can refuse to buy it and you can take a goddamn bus. They don't care. They have decided that this is the future. Now, understand this. If you want to elect me president, I'll turn this shit around tomorrow. I'll say, listen, we're going to make friends with Venezuela and we're going to drop the sanctions on Russian oil. Overnight, you would see gas prices drop below $2, especially if I opened up trade with Venezuela. But here's the thing. America gives you two fucking choices. You got Democrats, you got Republicans, and both of them are goddamn criminals. And those are your two choices. So guess what? The criminals who you have running your government have decided that this is the future. And that's it. So basically, you don't have a choice. Now, in my mind, why would they do that? Well, think about it. Electricity, just like I can look on the screen and I could say, oh yeah, well, this guy just got 100 kilowatts and this guy got a certain amount of kilowatts. I can monitor how much power he's getting. I can track how much power he's using. I can monitor, I can track, I can deny his power. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Let's say that this guy right here, let's say we don't like him because he's an enemy of the state. Let's say he was talking shit about government policy and we don't like him no more. Yeah, well, I could flick a fucking switch and he can't charge this car. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You don't understand what I'm saying. You can't hear me. I could deny him the ability to charge. You know in those Jason Bourne movies, how Jason Bourne's running around and shit and dodging bullets, and they say, yeah, we got Jason Bourne. He's over here in fucking Berlin. Oh, really? Yeah, turn off his credit cards. And then they just turn your credit cards. All they do is flick a switch and your credit cards don't work. So what do you got to do? Now you got to beat somebody up and you got to rob them, take their credit cards. And if you use their credit cards, they're just going to turn those off too. So I can deny service. I can monitor you, I can track you, and I can deny your service. Now, if let's say I had a gas car, right? Like if I have a gas, now keep in mind, I still have my Jeep SRT that was paid off a long time ago, and I love it. And it's a good looking truck, so I didn't sell it. If I had traded that Jeep SRT, I wouldn't even had to put a dime down on this Lyriq because that Jeep SRT was still worth $30,000, and I was not going to trade that car. I wanted that car. So now I've got, that car plus this, just in case. So anyway, with that Jeep SRT, you can't deny me service at a gas station. I can go to a gas station, I can have cash money, and I can pay for gas, and I can get gas anywhere, just about anywhere, basically in Canada, North America, whatever. You can't deny me service digitally. You just can't. What you're looking at is digital control of money. It boggles my mind when these morons, oh yeah, well, Bitcoin is untraceable. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Ask all them people who got locked up with money laundering in Bitcoin how untraceable it is. The government's I bet the government has a fucking Bitcoin computer and all of this trading and shit, because you have no idea what them computers are. I bet the same computers that they've got with all our social security numbers, I bet those same computers got all the Bitcoin and Ethereum, all that shit in there. You think that the U.S. government is going to let some goddamn Bitcoin stop them from tracking you? Really? This is digital control. That's what it is. So some people might say, well, if you think it's digital control, well, then why'd you buy one? It's like I bought one because it was a Cadillac and I liked it, and that's it. Now, it's a lease. Some people keep telling me, oh, yeah, well, you shouldn't charge your battery like that because you're going to kill the health. I'm like, yo, guys, it's a lease. When I get tired of it, it goes back. I can buy whatever I want. I could have bought a Mercedes. I could have waited another 2 or 3 months and bought the Mercedes E-Class 2024. I could have gotten this fucking bullshit Lincoln right here, this little ass Lincoln MKX. I could have gotten that. I didn't want none of that shit. It's like, nah, I want this Cadillac right here. I want this electric Cadillac. That's what I wanted. It's just like with my Jeep SRT. It's just like even with my fucking Hellcat. Do you realize that I've had like young asshole kids ask me, oh, well, if you could afford a Hellcat, why didn't you get something better like a BMW M3? And I'm like, what? And I'm listening to this shit, and I'm like, how dare you? But anyway, bottom line is, this is the future. No matter how you slice it, this is the future. Granted, they're going to have to build more charging stations. They're going to have more home chargers. They're going to have more solar panels on houses. But this is the future, guys. The European government is I don't think y'all understand. The European government is ceasing production of ICE cars. The American government has mandated by law ceasing production of gas cars. Global warming, climate change. They've got you by the balls. George Carlin was 100% right years ago. He said they got you by the balls. Here's my question. What are you going to buy when they prohibit gas cars and when they just simply stop making them? What are you going to buy? You ain't got a choice. And they'll make it, and believe me, to register a gas car, they'll put a climate change tax on that shit. You know, like if you buy a gas guzzler right now, there's a gas guzzler tax. It's like $3,000 or $4,000. Like if you bought a Dodge Demon, it's like they will mandate tax hikes, all type. They will come up with shit that you ain't never seen. Oh my God, the Bahamas just flooded and Maldives just flooded. We've got to enact legislation to ensure that doesn't happen anywhere else. We need to raise taxes on these gas guzzling trucks and cars. And y'all will be watching the Super Bowl or some stupid bullshit, and Congress will pass laws, and you won't even realize it until you wake up, and then all of a sudden your shit's disappeared. And that's it. That's how it works. That's how it works. Now, if you want to elect me president, I'll turn all this shit around. I promise you. What I do need is I need a protective squad to make sure that they don't try to kill me like they did JFK. You know, because JFK, he was trying to turn things around. He was trying to end the wars. He was trying to splinter the CIA and all that. Well, you see, he didn't get very far with that. When you try to get in the government and change things for the better for the people, they figure out some way to get rid of you. Sometimes it's blowing your head off. Sometimes, you know, look at Trump. He was president. He was doing great up until they decided to get him the fuck up out of there. And then he's gone. And now he's fighting for his life. This election ain't about just an election. This is war. Like, he's fighting for his life. You know, good luck to him. But, yeah, that's where we are, guys. That's where we are. I'm going to keep this video going up until I finish charging my fucking car. So, let's see. Where are we? Let's see. CCS. Oh, yeah. Oh, 80, 89? God damn it. And it went down to 28 kilowatts. So, he's got about, 11% left. And after this guy's car is charged, I'm going to go into that Vietnamese restaurant and I'm going to have me some pho. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some pho. I got my car all washed and it looking good. Looking good. That guy who was here before, he had like the black interior, but I got the white interior. You know? So, yeah. I'm going to go in there and get some pho. Some Vietnamese pho. So this guy, like, what time is it? It's 6:15. Yeah, I'd say another 15 minutes. And I'd say, because see, the problem is the battery charge is fastest when you're only charging how should I say, the battery charge is fastest between like 0 and 50%. After that, it starts to slow down or something. Yeah, that guy who was here before, he had the moonroof, he had the 19 kilowatt charger, he had everything I had. We basically had the same sticker. We were like 77.5, and then you add in the taxes, that's like $5,000, give or take. But then, you know, I had rebates. I don't know about him. I don't know what kind of rebates that guy had. But yeah. I have to thank you if you're still listening to my bullshit. Like, if you're still listening, because this is at least 2 hours in. But yeah, man, that's what it is. This is the future. Now, these are the growing pains. We're just getting started. Like this guy right here. This guy has no idea how long he's about to wait. He has no idea. But this is the growing pains. This is the Chevy Bolt, I believe. This is a Bolt. Yeah, so this poor guy right here, he's gonna be waiting. Meanwhile, these Teslas just keep coming and going, man. Like, this shit is amazing. Like, the Tesla charging system is just absolutely amazing. And you know what's funny? I think most of the people who are buying Teslas, I don't think they understand just how good they've got it. Like, I think right now, I think they're actually going to understand just how good they've got it, because their charging system's untouchable. It's absolutely untouchable. It's amazing. These guys are just coming and going. I'm out here, you know, I'm only out here because I want to be, but I just find that amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's see, what is this? 90, okay. So 6:17, 90, 1 hour, 50 minutes. So basically, it's taken 2 hours to charge his car. But you have to remember, the reason why is because his power is at 26 kilowatts. That's why it's taken so goddamn long. You know, had the thing remained at a high rate of charge, you know, it wouldn't be this bad. But, you know, there it is. There it is. That's what it is. So we'll get in the car, wait 10 minutes, come back out, and we'll see. We'll see what it is. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. This thing is absolutely not working. After that guy finished, I don't know, it must have timed out or something, and I called into the... I called in, and basically they said that the shit rejected their attempts to make it software reset. So the fucking thing's down. So this guy right here, I guess he's in for a little surprise, because he's been waiting with his Bolt for at least an hour. So it looks like this is a fail for me. It looks like this right here is a fail. So basically, I still have about 25% left. I've still got about 100 miles. I'm going to go home, and I'm just going to charge her at home. And I'm just going to keep waiting for my electric bill to get here so that I can see exactly how much this thing is, you know, costing per month. But right now, my fingers are freezing. It's 26 degrees out here, and it feels like it's goddamn 10. So, yeah, I'm not going to wait out here. In fact, I'm not even going to go to the Vietnamese restaurant. I'm not going to get that pho tonight. So, it looks like this is a fail. I'm getting out of here. It's too cold for this shit. So, basically, yep, it was a fail. After yesterday morning, I was hoping I would have had another successful attempt, but not today. I notified this guy who's in this Chevy Bolt. I let him know that this goddamn thing decided that it was going to turn off, and it went offline, and that's it. You know, you know what's funny? While that guy was charging, I was afraid something like that might happen. I was afraid that there might be a stand down or a charge off time. But again, the software just reset. So the bottom line is time check 7:07. That's Hellcat numbers for you, you know. And I'm leaving. I'm not gonna do this. This may be the last video that I do like this. I'm not coming back to this station until they get new equipment. I'm not, because this is too frustrating. First of all, there's only 2 charges. Even if everything was working right, it would have still taken me like 3 hours. Well, I won't say 3 hours, but you got to remember, there was 3 cars ahead of me. You know, it is what it is. So the bottom line is, I'm going home. I'm going to go right home. I'm going to plug my car in at home. I'm going to charge it at home. and that's it, because this is like this EVgo nonsense is fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, it just is. So I'm just I'm done. So basically, this week has basically been one big experiment. So it's allowed me to really see firsthand what people are up against when they have an electric car. And I never would have done this if I hadn't seen all of the news stories about the Teslas freezing, and had I not seen those news stories about, people up in Canada and people in Alaska and shit. Like, I never would have done this. And to tell you the truth, I learned a lot. And because of the fact that, they have that Dollar Tree right there, if I'm able to come here early enough in the morning, then it would be worth it to come just to do the little bit of shopping that I do, because I always come to Dollar Tree to get a couple of things for the week. And, it would be worth it just for that. But if there's somebody already there and those chargers are not simultaneously working, there's just no point. So bottom line is I'm done. Now, EVgo also is partners with ChargePoint. I don't know what the ChargePoint chargers are like. I don't know if you need a different app to use the ChargePoint chargers. But the bottom line is, if it's not a fast charger, I wouldn't bother going to it. I would only use I would only use the CCS combos. I wouldn't use any of the J1772s, because that level 2 charging is just way too slow. When I go home, that's what I basically have at home, and it doesn't bother me there because I'll be asleep, so I can, I'll get some work done on the computer and I'll go to sleep, and that'll be it. And by the time I wake up, I'm right back to 306 miles. So charging at home, ironically, is actually better, because if you charge at home, it's actually better for the battery life. But as I've already said, this is a lease. I ain't worried about the battery life. It's like, I'll let the dealer worry about that shit. But this has been an experience, because it's funny. You come to these things, you meet people. You come to these things, you test out these restaurants that are next to them, if you're lucky enough to have restaurants next to them. When I started this whole thing, I had mentioned that I'd been to that plaza. Oh shit, they got into an accident. Yeah, it was a 3-car accident. But I had mentioned that I'd been to that plaza one time. And that one time I went to a Subway that was there. And, I wasn't really happy with the service. Yeah, my car is set to 85 miles per hour. So this fucking thing is going to pass the shit out of everybody. Look at this. The car is passing the shit out of anybody who gets in my way. So that means that if I set this thing to 100, look at this. You see this guy with the Prius? The car said, fuck that. I'm not waiting. The car is passing the hell out of these people. So basically with Super Cruise, I could set this thing to 100 miles an hour, and anybody who gets in my way is getting passed. And you can see it right now. My hand, I ain't doing this. The car is like, yo, get out of my way. Now let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody says. I love this car. If this car could talk, it was like, if it was literally telling people on the road, get the fuck out of the way, like, that would be an awesome feature. But you're not going to get that. I was looking away from the road too long, so I have to re-engage the Super Cruise. And it's like 3 strikes, you're out. If you stop looking at the road 3 times, it turns off completely. And you have to pull over, stop, turn off the car, and then turn it back on. So the thing about it is, they take this safety thing really seriously. They're like, yo, keep your eyes on the road. As long as you keep your eyes on the road, you're fine. But this car is not playing. This thing is doing 85 miles an hour, and anybody who gets in my way gets passed. Now, I love that. Like, that's something right there. That's some Michael Knight kit car. Like, it's like car, Imagine if GM, now think about this. Oh my God, this is brilliant. Imagine if GM brought back the Trans Am, but they made it a little bit bigger and beefier, kind of like the Camaro. Imagine if they brought back the Trans Am and they made it like a kit or car. And imagine they had Super Cruise And on top of that, like, you've got the AI, because you got the AI technology from NVIDIA. Imagine if you had AI and Super Cruise and the car talked to you. It's like, good morning, Michael. Michael, you're not supposed to drive like that. Like, oh my God, that shit would be crazy. Like, GM could make millions or billions more, I guess, you know. $1 billion. So yeah, you know, I was afraid that this thing was going to time out, and sure enough, it did. And you know what? I'm willing to bet, give it a couple of hours, it'll probably reset itself. And I'll have just missed out on my opportunity. So, you saw it here. That's it. I'm not doing this no more. First of all, it's too cold. I will wait until the summer. Hopefully they change out these units. But I've got 2 years of free charging, and I am not about to get pneumonia waiting out here for this goddamn thing. I'm not about to get pneumonia out here. It's not going to happen. So I'm done. I'm done. And the crazy thing about it is, like, there was times when I wake up excited and I'm like, yo, it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you know, let me see if I can go over to this charger and see if I can charge. And I just wake up excited just to go there and see if I can do it. But with this weather, nah. Nah, it's just not a good thing. So yeah, as usual, I'm gonna end this video by demonstrating my lovely Electron V-Box, which I love so much. And the beautiful thing about that Electron V-Box, again, even though I have it rigged to 40 amps because it's in a NEMA 1450, if anything goes wrong with it and it stops working, I have the GM Ultium charger in the back seat, or not the back seat, but the trunk. And I also have the Electron Portable that I made a video about, and I have the Electron Portable at home, so or at my other house. So the thing about it is I can always unplug one and plug in another just in case something happens. But so far, that Electron V-Box has been fantastic. It hasn't tripped any circuits that I know of. It's been running fine. It's got a 40 amp breaker switch. It's been running perfectly. And, you know, so far so good, you know. But once again, I think the next video in this series that I make is going to be when I get my electric bill. And that'll be like 2 or 3 days from now or something. It's paperless billing, so I don't know how long it'll actually take for them to just download it or whatever, or upload it to me. But yeah, so you know, we got a couple of days left in January, and then we're out of January, and you know, into February. Got tax season coming. That's great. I'm already putting my tax documents together. Unfortunately, I can't claim this car until next year because I bought this car on January 2nd. So you know what it is, you know. But yeah, I don't care what anybody says. I really do love this car, though. I really do. The charging situation sucks, but I really do love the car. I really do love the car. I mean, I'm just sitting here letting this damn thing drive itself. It's freaking awesome. I have to say, this is easily the best car Cadillac's ever built. They are going to take this whole screen and they're going to put it in, well, I mean, they already have it in the new CTS. They basically already have it in the Escalade, and they have Super Cruise in the Escalade. But they're going to take pretty much all of this equipment that's non-EV equipment, and they're going to put all of this in the XT5 and the XT6 because they've already done it to the XT4. And my guess is that GM may pull back. Look at this thing. This thing's going 81 miles an hour right now. If there were cops out here, I might get in trouble. Let me turn down this fucking thing. Let me turn this thing down to 70. Let me turn it down to about 75 because this thing is driving itself. And if the cops pull me over, I'm gonna be like, yeah, officer, listen, I swear to God, I wasn't even driving. And the officer's gonna be like, yeah, well, if you weren't driving, who was? And I'll be like, the car was driving itself. It's got GM Super Cruise. I could just hear the cuffs going on me. And I could just hear him say, yeah, watch your head. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, we will get the dumbest fucker to represent you and hand deliver you to jail. I could hear it now. But yeah, let me just turn that down. As long as you're under 80, you're good. But this thing doesn't give a fuck. This thing will go 100 and pass everybody. It doesn't care. That's why I love it so much. This thing's amazing. It's amazing. It's like a transformer, damn near. It's like a transformer. It's incredible. Look at this Escalade. He's got it. He could do the same shit. All the Escalades being sold here have Super Cruise. GM is overpricing these cars, and they refuse to sell you an Escalade unless you take Super Cruise with it. Like, they're not playing. It's amazing. Just amazing. All right, so here we go. Electron V-Box. So get my charge cable. The charge cable ready. And let's get in there. Let's get into the top. Okay. Blue light. Green light. All right, that's it. Yeah, I wish I could have waited, but apparently, you know, with this freaking that stupid shit EVgo, it's like, yeah, whatever. But again, I'm gonna make a video review about my electric bill and how it's gone up. So you know, I'll finish this whole series, I guess, with my electric bill for January. So there you go. So that's, again, this is the Electron V-Box. And so far, so good. It's been fantastic. It's done exactly what it needed to do. It hasn't let me down. It hasn't timed out. It hasn't given me a problem. It hasn't short-circuited. It's been perfect. So all I'm looking for is for it to keep doing exactly that.
To be continued.